Now let's say I change my mind and I want to discontinue a medication. So I have a stat dose of paracetamol here, but I've changed my mind and I want that to be stopped. If you click on the medication, it takes you through to this screen and you've got the order information. So it tells you who prescribed it, when they prescribed it, and that sort of information. And you'll see here there's a tab called Order Modify. If you click Order Modify, then this then gives you the ability to discontinue. So Order Modify, there's your order, and you can click Discontinue Order, and it takes you through to this window. You just select a reason, so it could say consultant intervention, or you could say prescribed in error or treatment concluded. And then it will ask you, do you want to discontinue any outstanding administrations, or do you want to retain outstanding administrations? So imagine for a minute this is something that's being administered 4 times a day and there's a dose due at the moment. Do you want that dose to be given and then stop, or do you want to stop it now before any more doses are given? That's what that means. So I don't want any doses to be given, so I'm going to leave it on discontinue outstanding administration and then click discontinue. There you go, and you can see now it says discontinue, so that's just confirming to you what you've done. And then when you go to this screen, you'll see that medication is listed but it's discontinued, and eventually that will move from this screen into the discontinued RX window. Okay, if you want to modify something, so let's say this prescription for paracetamol is 4 times a day. If I want to change that to twice a day for some reason, again, clicking on the medication takes you to this window, and then go to Order Modify, and then you can change at this point, you can change the dose, you can change the frequency, and you can put a stop date, or you can change the stop date. You will not be able to change the formulation or the route or the start date from here. If you need those changing, you need to discontinue and prescribe again. But I'm going to change this frequency to twice a day. Twice a day. While we're on this screen, you can see there's a BD, which is 8 and 6. There's also breakfast and tea time, and there's also a BD at 8 AM and 1 PM. So things like furosemide, where you don't want the second dose of the day to be too late. There's different options. So when you are deciding which option to select on here, just bear in mind there are more than one option that might suit what you need. So I'm going to click twice a day for this. It comes up with a little communication zone. Do you want to start the new frequency from the first administration after today? Select when the frequency starts today, or enter a bespoke frequency. Well, I'm happy that it starts from the first administration after today, so I'm going to leave it on option 1. And then confirm. There you go. And you'll see that there's my regular prescription, there's my original, and now there's my modified version that's now on the chart. And you can see that I had said I wanted to modify from the first dose after today. So you can see today, that's the 3 times a day frequency because we missed the morning dose. As of tomorrow, it's changing to twice a day, and you can see the highlighted boxes for twice a day, and there's a line through the rest there. So this is showing you exactly how the prescription is being changed. Lastly, if you want to suspend something, so you might want to temporarily suspend something or withhold something when, let's say metformin, when someone's having a CT with contrast, you might need to suspend something permanently or pending blood results or something like that. So you might just not want them to have something at the moment. So it's a similar thing. You click on the medication, takes you back to the screen, you go into Order Modify, and then you click Suspend Order, and then selecting your reason for your suspending, confirming when you want to suspend, save. And it's nice and clear now. You can see the great big grey suspended symbol there and the little crosses in each of the doses. So you can see it's suspended, and so that's very clear for when you're reviewing a drug chart. It's very clear that it's on there, but it's suspended.